The Uncanny Counter Season 2 has been an enjoyable watch since its premiere. Every weekend, most viewers' heartbeats skip a beat for fear for our favorite counters. With the prospect of an unimaginable, complete evil being released into the world, the counters have been busy. Add that to the fact that they have to fight a once good-hearted friend, who is consumed with grief, anger, and an evil spirit. This season feels like it will have an emotional ending. We can all agree that there have been some changes in HaNa this season, ever since she ran into an old flame, Do-Hwi. But to see Do-Hwi risk his life for her at the end of episode 7, must be daunting. That look in her eyes promises retribution. Ju-Suk, on the other hand, is on a roll. I have a feeling that he is going to give the counters a run for their strength and powers. Who would have thought that the good-hearted Ju-Suk, who had been a good friend to the counters, would turn around to hurt them for his revenge? But then, anything good also has the capability of being evil, and vice versa. Hopefully, poor Do-Hwi survives Gelly's vicious attack. Gelly's insanity and obsession with HaNa is something to be studied. With only a few episodes left, I have my heart in my hands for the counters. Hopefully, we don't lose a counter this season. The writers sure have done a tremendous job with this season, but then, who else misses seeing Sumun's friends, Kim Eung-min and Im Joo-yeon, on their screen? Understandably, the counters are busy with Ju-Suk, but it would have been nice if the writers gave Kim Eung-min and Im Joo-yeon more screen time, especially now that they are an item. We might not know everything that may happen in episode 8, but the next episode's preview left clues as to what will happen. That's why today, I will talk about what will happen in episode 8 of the Uncanny Counter Season 2 based on the hints and previews provided in the just concluded episode 7. Stick to the end of the video for what to expect and the episode 8 preview. But first, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell to be among the first to see our content. Although we love our favorite counters, we must agree that the recently concluded episode was mid. We can easily understand why Sumun hesitated in summoning the evil spirit in Ju-Suk, but still, it isn't clear. Summoning the evil spirit wouldn't have killed him, instead, it would have liberated him and stopped him from committing more crimes. So why did he hesitate? Why did it have his faith in his job shaken? Yes, Ju-Suk was a good man before his anger summoned an evil spirit. Sumun should have been desperate to summon the evil spirit to get his good friend back. But when he had the chance, he hesitated, as Emotak observed. We can understand him holding back his punch, but delaying the summon didn't make sense. I hope he doesn't regret it in the future, as Ju-Suk can be heard asking how to get rid of them in the preview for episode 8. Hopefully, they don't lose a counter due to his hesitation. Gelly is what we call a beautiful mess. Her obsession with HaNa might end up being her undoing. She is determined to get her retribution after HaNa blinded her in a fight. I think underneath, she's jealous of HaNa, of the things HaNa has that she can't have. This could be the reason that, instead of running after severing ties with Byeong-Gyu, she stuck around to get HaNa when she was alone. I must give it to her that she's brilliant, by realizing that she's no longer of value to Byeong-Gyu, and, as such, has to cater to herself. I think one of the factors that will work in the counter's favor is the discord among the evil spirits. When there's discord, anything negative can thrive. Another factor that I think might work in their favor in the end is Ju-Suk himself. If you recall, when Byeong-Gyu met with the evil spirit in the recently concluded episode 7, the evil spirit told him that he wasn't in full control of Ju-Suk yet, as Ju-Suk's willpower is strong. The evil spirit then plotted with Pil-Gwang to get Ju-Suk engrossed and consumed with his rage so that the evil spirit could take control of him and then ally with Pil-Gwang. I know I mentioned earlier that, although I understood Sumun's hesitation, I think it wasn't necessary. But then, I can understand Ju-Suk's rage to an extent. What sort of human spits on another human, after duping them of their hard-earned money? I'd go berserk if such was done to a loved one. CEO Lee Chung-jae has no conscience and deserves whatever comes to him. But I don't want that in exchange for Ju-Suk's soul. He has gone through a lot. Despite the pain he must have felt when they were duped out of their hard-earned money, he still loved his wife and made time to help others. This man smiled through his pain. He doesn't deserve to lose his soul. At the end of episode 7, HaNa and Gelly engaged in what seemed like a mortal fight. HaNa had met with Do-Hwi at their formal high school, to end things with him. As much as we can tell that she has feelings for Do-Hwi, she decided to let go of what could have been. I think she decided to end things with him because of the nature of her job. Maybe, she thinks that he wouldn't want her if he discovered that she was a counter. Watching Do-Hwi try to save HaNa, as he didn't know that she's a counter and capable of taking care of herself, was heartbreaking. This was a guy who stood by her even when she was unconscious. How HaNa reacted showed that she still has feelings for him. In the preview for episode 8, we can see Gelly and HaNa still engaged in a fight. But seeing how none of them died from the fight, maybe Gelly will run away, as HaNa seemed pretty mad at the end of episode 7. And as we already know, Gelly is a runner. She knows when to count her losses and run for it. The other counters will locate HaNa and Do-Hwi. Hopefully, Mrs. Chu will be able to save him. I can't begin to imagine how HaNa will feel if something happens to Do-Hwi because of her. She might have been trying to protect him by ending what would have been a good relationship, only for this to happen. From the preview, we can tell that the fight between Gelly and Pil-Gwang will escalate. Pil-Gwang can be seen choking Gelly in the preview. Either he will interfere in the fight between HaNa and Gelly, or he got to Gelly as she fled from HaNa, as she can be seen wearing the same outfit she had on during her fight with HaNa. It seems like the counters are ridden with indecision this season. After Sumun's hesitation in summoning the evil spirit in Ju-Suk, Mrs. Chu did the same with Lim Jae-yul. I think this will come back to bite her. From the preview, it seems like Lim Jae-yul will betray her. It seems like he will poison her water, as they both hold a memorial for his mother. He will hand her over to CEO Lee Chung-jae's men. Hopefully, the other counters will come to her rescue. What will become of the counters without their healer? Emotak, on the other hand, I'm afraid for. It seems like Ju-Suk will conspire with Pil-Gwang to get rid of the counters. Maybe, he will set a trap for them in the next episode. They can be seen in a tough fight. I hope nothing happens to Emotak, as he can be seen cuffed to Ju-Suk, who is far stronger than him. I hope we don't lose him. From the look on Sumun's face at the end of the preview, I think we should prepare for the worst. Do you think we will lose a counter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things K-drama. Thanks for watching. Bye.